Welcome back, Temple and Howard. So today we're going to be doing lesson 14. So this is where we're going to use the box and bullet plan to complete our extended responses. So remember, just like yesterday, how we were focusing on that strong evidence, today we're going to take that strong evidence from the box and bullet plan and turn it into an extended response. The expectations are the same. When you see the pencil and paper, what are you getting ready to do? Yeah, write things down. So if you see the pencil and paper, you're writing things down. If you see the headphones, you're listening and participating. If you see the keyboard, you're submitting something onto Google Classroom. Okay. So I want to go back to our paragraph CFS that we were working with 2 weeks ago and 3 weeks ago, and we were really, really strong at this. So remember, when we were taking our box and bullet plans and turning them into a paragraph, we had our indent, our topic sentence, our evidence, and our conclusion sentence. So remember, today, again, we're just focusing in on the evidence. You guys don't have to do anything else but focus in on how we make our evidence super strong. So yesterday, we focused on getting those examples from the text. Today, we're going to focus on the next 2 steps. So the next 2 steps are that you're going to use quotations around your text evidence. So quotations are like those 2 bunny ears. So I want everybody to go like this. Yeah, those are our quotation marks. Everybody say quotation marks. Yeah, so when we take information from the text, it's not our own words. And we need to give credit to the person who wrote it. So that's why we put a quotation mark. It shows that we want to show the person's work, but we're not taking credit for it. So the quotation marks help. So if you take something directly from the text, you need to have quotation marks. You need to have quotation marks. Good job. Okay. Then we always want a sentence starter so that our paragraph sounds like it flows. So these are a couple that you could use. You do not need to use these ones. You can use more than this, but this is an idea to get us started. So you could use, I know this because the author states, in the story it says, the character says. You can also say, the text says. The text also says. All of those work, but it's really important that whatever you pick, you have a sentence starter. Okay, so yesterday when I was writing about elephants, the question was, how do elephants use their memory skills? And I said that elephants use their memory skills for survival. We got rid of all that weak evidence, and we have our strong evidence that elephants recall sources of water and that elephants can lead the herds long distances. So now I gotta figure out, how do I put this into a paragraph? So I'm going to have to put quotation marks around the things that I'm taking from the text, and I'm going to have to incorporate those sentence starters. So let's see. So remember our topic sentence right here. We pull it down. Elephants use their memory skills for survival. Now to stretch it out, I said the author states. Great sentence starter. And then since I'm taking this directly from the author, I'm going to put quotation marks around it. So I said, elephants recall sources of water. Also, in the story, it says, now that's not up here. It says in the story, it says, but I added an also to make it super strong. So also in the story, it says, quotation marks, elephants can lead their herds long distances during a dry spell. So the quotation mark comes before you write it and after you write it. It closes it in. This shows that elephants use their memories to survive. So just like Ms. Polencar's did, I'm going to use this to make sure I'm doing this. So I have my strongest text evidence. We got that yesterday. I use quotation marks around my text evidence, and I use the sentence starter. Awesome job! So now we're going to move on, and you guys are going to get a chance to do this by yourself. Okay, so here was your article from yesterday. I'm going to reread it just in case we want a second read of it, because we know good readers always reread. All about emojis. You can read along with me. Emojis were first invented in Japan in the 1990s. These days, most people use emojis. There are almost 2,000 of them. You can find an emoji for almost anything. They let people express ideas with pictures. They can be a lot of fun and a good way to show someone how you feel without using words. Also, they help people say what they mean with less words, which is a good thing. Even young kids who don't know how to read yet can understand them. So the question that you guys have is, why does the author think emojis are good? So I flipped the sentence and I gave you the sentence, and because we're really good at this, we don't need a lot of help with this. We got it. I said the author thinks emojis are good because they let people communicate. So then I asked you guys yesterday to go and I asked you guys to pick out the strongest text evidence. And you guys came up with emojis let people express their ideas using pictures, and emojis let younger children who can't read yet communicate. I want to go back to that wrong answer though. So some people might have picked emojis were invented in Japan in 1990 yesterday because the text says it. It's text evidence. But that's not correct because remember, we always wanted to deal with our topic sentence. So the fact that they were invented in Japan in 1990 doesn't tell me how emojis show people talking together. That just tells me a fact, when they were invented. Does it tell me about how people talk with emojis? No, so that's not my strongest text evidence. Remember, we want really strong evidence that answers the question and always is about the topic sentence. It has to match. So your job today is to turn this into a paragraph, which is super exciting. Now, I got you guys started. We are going to fill in the blanks. So your paragraph says, the author thinks emojis are good because they let people communicate. Remember, I just copied that from the box. I want you to copy that sentence down because we want a full paragraph. Everybody copy that sentence down. I'll give you about 1 minute. If you need more time after the minute, no big deal. You guys can just copy it when you're ready. Pause the video and copy it when you're ready. You have 45 seconds left. "30 seconds left. If you need more time, no big deal." Now, what I want you guys to do is you're going to take this text evidence and you are going to turn it into a sentence. So I want to make sure that you're following the CFS. We already have that strong evidence. Your job is to use a sentence starter and to put a quotation mark around your evidence. You're going to do that for bullet 1 and you're going to do that for bullet 2. I'll give you about 2 minutes to do that. Remember to use the CFS as you're doing it. Make sure you have a sentence starter and you have those quotation marks around that strong text evidence. One minute and 14 seconds left. If you're done, you can move on and you can copy that last sentence, that this proved that the authors believes that emojis are good. That emojis are a great way to communicate with each other. Just wrapping it all up, that's my conclusion sentence or my explain. I'm saying why they're important. Again, because he thinks that they help people communicate. So you can copy down that last sentence. If you're on 1 and 2, you have 15 more seconds left. If you need more time, pause it, come back to it. Okay, the timer went off, so I'm gonna move on. When you're done copying this all down, remember, you guys can take accountability, pause the video when you need to. Your last job is to submit it to Google Classroom. So you're gonna go to Google Classroom and you're gonna go to writing lesson 14. And you're going to figure out which one did you put in one and what sentence did you put in one and what sentence did you put it to. Use your paper as a tool. You already did it. So which one of these matches close to 1 and 2? Now, you might have something different than Ms. Poloncarz, and that's okay. Remember, you're looking for the one that has quotation marks and the one that has that sentence starter. So you're going to be looking through these choices and see, using the box and bullet plan, which one would be the best pick, even if it doesn't match yours. So which one should go for number 1? Look at that box and bullet plan. Which one should go for number 2? When you're done, I have a cool question for you. I want to know something that you learned about citing evidence. And I'll see you guys next week. Great job this week with citing evidence.